In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 7, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Hofstra versus Purdue. It's a non-conference matchup on the parquet floor in the Hoosier State when a member of the Colonial Athletic Association takes on a ranked foe from the Big Ten. The Hofstra Pride are on the road as they make the trip to face the number 4 Purdue Boilermakers Wednesday night. Hofstra was edged 81-77 in overtime on the road by George Mason in their previous contest last Wednesday, failing to cover as a 3.5-point underdog. Purdue cruised to an 89-70 victory over Minnesota at home Sunday in their previous game, though they pushed against the spread as a 19-point favorite. In the lone previous meeting between the teams, the Boilermakers rolled to an 83-54 home win back on November 11, 2012. Hofstra is 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 Wednesday games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. The under is 4-1 in Hofstra's last 5 games, and the over is 5-2 in their last 7 games following an against the spread loss. Purdue is 3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games and 37-15-2 against the spread in their last 54 Wednesday games. The under is 5-1 in Purdue's last 6 home games, and the under is 15-6 in their last 21 games. While these 2 teams are comparable offensively, the difference in rebounding and defense will be too much for Hofstra to overcome. Purdue averages 42.4 rebounds per game, the 7th most in the nation. The Pride only pulled down 31.4 per contest, ranked 310th. The Boilermakers' defense holds opponents to the 18th lowest shooting efficiency in the country. Purdue comes into this game undefeated and is ranked number 4 in the country, while Hofstra has lost 3 of their last 5 games. Purdue plays great defense and is only allowing 62 points against per game. Purdue is operating on another level compared to Hofstra, and their ability to crash the glass will help them take care of business. Purdue will control the glass in this game, and I expect a blowout win. So the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Hofstra enters this game having seen the over hit in 5 of their 9 games on the season. The Pride are 69th in offensive efficiency, 95th in effective field goal percentage, and 60th in turnover percentage, though they are just 351st in offensive rebounding percentage on the year. Hofstra is above average in adjusted tempo as they are 144th by averaging 68.6 possessions per contest according to Ken Palm. Purdue is dominant as they are number 1 in the nation in offensive efficiency, 29th in defensive efficiency, 85th in effective field goal percentage, 41st in turnover percentage, and 15th in offensive rebounding percentage this season. The Boilermakers have seen the under hit in 5 of their 8 contests on the year. Purdue's size advantage and tough defense do the job and keep this game below the total number. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dayton versus Virginia Tech. Dayton will be looking to extend its 2-game winning streak when it travels to Virginia Tech on Wednesday night. The Flyers were swept in their 3 games in the Bahamas, but they bounced back with wins over Western Michigan and Southeast Louisiana. Virginia Tech has won 8 of its first 9 games, including its conference opener against number 18 North Carolina on Sunday. Dayton has underwhelmed so far this season after starting in a lot of top 25s. There is still a chance they are the best team in the Atlantic 10 this season, but they have not taken advantage of proving that during the non-conference part of their schedule. This is a big spot, and they have the talent to compete with Atlantic Coast Conference teams. They just have to show it. Meanwhile, Virginia Tech has been a pleasant surprise. They were always going to be in the mix for an NCAA spot, but they might have some upward mobility in the Atlantic Coast Conference too. They just need North Carolina and broke up an against the spread losing streak with the upset. They have nicely balanced scoring thanks to 4 players averaging 10-plus points per game. Dayton has definitely underperformed this season, and they have a 2-7 against the spread record to prove it. The defense has been very good though. They are giving up less than 60 points per game, and with that strength I like them on the road. They are undervalued right now, while Virginia Tech is overvalued, and being in Blacksburg is not going to be enough of an advantage for the Hokies. So the Dayton Flyers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The defense that each of these teams have are going to keep the scores for both offense low. Don't expect the offenses to run scores up in this contest. Dayton is averaging 65 points per game while allowing 60 points per game. Virginia Tech is scoring 77 points per game while surrendering 65 points per game. The Flyers already struggle to put a lot of points on the board, so mixing the slow offense with the strong Hokies defense will limit points even more. The Hokies average a decent amount of points per game but will be challenged by a defense that is only giving up 60 points per outing. Dayton has an adjusted scoring efficiency of 105.5 and an adjusted tempo of 62.6. They play a slow-paced offense which eats up a lot of time and prevents their opponents from hogging the ball, so they don't put up a lot of points in each game and don't surrender a lot either. Virginia Tech has an adjusted offensive efficiency of 113 and an adjusted tempo of 65.5. The Hokies also play a slow-paced game but excel at putting points on the board. However, the Flyers will limit their points greatly. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Nebraska versus Indiana. The Nebraska Cornhuskers travel to play their Big Ten Conference rival Indiana Hoosiers on Wednesday evening in Bloomington, Indiana. Indiana has beaten Nebraska 6 out of 6 times in meetups going back 3 years to December 2019. Nebraska enters this game coming off an upset win against number 7 Creighton. Indiana, however, comes into this game in a mirror image of the Nebraska experience. The number 10 Hoosiers were upset by Rutgers, their 6th straight loss to Rutgers. The Cornhuskers are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 7-0-1 against the spread in their last 8 Wednesday games. The Hoosiers are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 10-3-1 against the spread in their last 14 games overall. The under is 8-1 in Cornhuskers' last 10 overall. The under is 4-1 in Hoosiers' last 5 overall. The favorite is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. Indiana combines the number 4 ranked field goal percentage in the country by their offense with 52.1%. This, combined with a 14th ranked defense that limits opponents to 36.4%, is why Indiana is the number 10 ranked college basketball team in the country. Trend-wise, we see the Hoosiers are 10-3-1 against the spread in their last 14 games overall. Indiana is the Achilles heel, arch, and toes of the Nebraska team. Nebraska has not beaten the Hoosiers in the last 6 meetings, stretching back to December 2019. The Nebraska Cornhuskers just don't have the offensive horses needed to survive a team like Indiana. The Indiana Hoosiers are steamrolling the competition through 8 games, and that includes winning at home by an average of 31 points on 56.9% shooting. Indiana is winning in the favorite role by an average of 22 points. Expect for the trends to continue and watch the Huskers lose yet again. So the Indiana Hoosiers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Cornhuskers are averaging 70 points per game and 61 points per game on the road. They average 67 points per game in their last 3 games against the Hoosiers. They play at a slow pace, averaging 68.5 possessions per game, and they're facing a team that is giving up 57 points per game at home, so expect them to be held under their average in this game. The Hoosiers are averaging 82 points per game and 89 points per game at home. They average 77 points per game in their last 3 games against the Cornhuskers. They play at a very fast pace, averaging 72.7 possessions per game. The Cornhuskers and Hoosiers played over the total in 6 of their last 10 meetings. Even though Nebraska is giving up 65 points per game on the road, the Hoosiers will score enough points to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.